Well, it's a beautiful night for a doubleheader, and what a beautiful night for a rivalry doubleheader here at historic Gittone Stadium. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the aforementioned historic Gittone Stadium here in Vineland, New Jersey, as we get set for the rivalry soccer edition, a doubleheader this evening as your varsity boys soccer team will get things going against the cross-county rival Millville Thunderbolts here in just a couple of moments. And then later on tonight, we will have the girls' varsity soccer team hosting Millville as well. I'm Kyle Bennett here on the broadcast with you as we get set for what should be a very fun, probably a little chippy, but always exciting matchup between the Fighting Clan of Vineland and the Thunderbolts of Millville. Vineland tonight wearing their blackout uniforms, red sleeves, Millville in all white, blue numbers, captains at midfield, talking things over with the officials. As first-year head coach for your Fighting Clan, Santiago Garson. Apologies there. Just looking at a roster. Santiago Garson gets set for his first head coaching experience in the rivalry. Vineland has a very experienced team. A lot of juniors on this roster, a few seniors, including Jonathan Ridley, Luis Tony Gonzalez, Luke Barufi, and Artemio Andrades Lopez, the four seniors on this team. A plethora of juniors, a few sophomores, and James Owens IV, your lone freshman on this varsity roster. As the Thunderbolts take the field, Fighting Clan head on out to the field as well. Last boys varsity soccer broadcast we had, the Fighting Clan went the full distance. Not only regulation, but 2 overtime periods. Walked away scoreless in a 0-0 draw to the visiting Hamilton Blue Devils over at the fields at the high school. So Vineland offensively looking to cash in here at this historic venue against their longtime rivals. Vineland break their huddle. Get set for the opening kickoff. We are underway. Vineland plays it back to get this one underway. Ball with Jacob Brown as he passes it forward. Brown sends it through. That's Garton with it. Over the foot of Luke Barufi, and Millville with the ball now. Physical tackle there for the ball. Jacob Brown sends it to the outside to Alan Perez, who's carrying, sends it. Good deflection by Millville, but it'll go out of bounds, stay with Vineland on the throw-in. Jacob Brown will throw this one in. And that'll be Millville ball. Nice header from Alan Perez. Claude Myrie Jr. leaves it for Luke Baruffi, who sends it through. Poked away by the Millville defender, and Millville clears it right to the foot of Gabe Garton. Jameer Baldwin with a big tackle. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in from Garton into the open space. But a bunch of white jerseys there. And it'll be Millville ball. Way to stay with it, Gabe Garton. Jacob Brown. Strong tackle. Vineland stays with it. They settle. Garton now with it. Looking for a man. Sends it. Good ball. And a whistle by the official for offsides. Vineland looking for their first win of the season, as they are 0-1-2. They lost to Cherry Hill East last Tuesday, and 2 ties to start the year at Egg Harbor and home against Hamilton. Vineland has to clear. Both of these teams looking for their first wins, as Millville is 0-2 on the year. And a whistle blown in favor of the Thunderbolts. Baruffi comes up with the loose ball, plays it back to Jacob Brown, who sends it into Alan Perez. Perez plays it. Myrie Jr. just not enough speed to catch up to it, and it's safe for the goalie. Sam Young with it for Millville. Millville send it, and Ernie Bernhardt tracking it down. Barufi sends it into space, but that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick there for Millville. Positive whistle there for Vineland. Garton will take the kick here. Good defense by Millville. They play it back to Bernhardt. Finds Jacob Brown, and Bernhardt going to play it back to his keeper. Ocampo for Vineland can't handle it, but he gets the throw in his favor, and the referees call it in Millville's direction instead. Ball goes out of bounds. Be a corner kick here for the Thunderbolts. Sam Young with the kick. Nothing doing, and Vineland clear it, but Millville volley it right back, and a good save there for the Fighting Clan. Rich Pepe, the keeper. Goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a corner as we tick under the first 10 minutes of this opening half. Still scoreless. Sent into the box. And Millville can't handle it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Vineland ball. Ball's in the air, just shy of midfield. Some back and forth volleying as that one finally goes out of bounds. And finally we'll get a throw in to reset things. A nice throw from Jacob Brown, but into 2-on-1 coverage. And Brown now has to settle and get this ball back into Millville's zone. And the late whistle for the push, which most certainly did happen. Ball's in the air, off the corner kick, goes over the head of every player, and finally try to send it the other way. Ocampo gets a bit of control with it, but Millville steals it away. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with the Fighting Clan. Perez with it. And an offside call. Ball in the air. Bernhardt with the header. Dangerous header there from Drew Finch, and that's going to be Vineland ball. Ball played out of bounds, so it'd be Millville ball. Millville keep possession. They'll make a substitution here. It's a Millville throw in here. Keeper finally sends it. Ball headed in the air by Millville. Bernhardt under it. Jacob Brown now with the head on it. And it'll be Vineland possession. Approach the halfway mark here of this first half. Still scoreless between Vineland and Millville. Chase Bermudez sends this one. It's still in the air. Garton tries to settle it. And Millville come up with the possession. And they're taking it the other way, past midfield. Played into good space. A nice slide to the ball by Jacob Brown, but Millville still over it. And Vineland finally get a touch too. And it'll be Vineland ball. Bermudez plays it on the ground to Jacob Brown. Plays it back to Bermudez. And Millville come up with it. Bernhardt there. Good touch from Jacob Brown. Garton on the ground will be Vineland ball. Ball is in the air. Murray Jr. with a head flick towards the sideline, and that's going to go out of bounds and be a Millville possession, as they'll make more substitutions, will the Thunderbolts. And Bermudez issued a yellow card, so he'll have to exit the game here for the time being. As Luis Tony Gonzalez comes in as a replacement. Ball's in the air. Nice job by Garton. Jonathan Ridley plays it back. Well played on the ground to Tyler Giroux. And it's a Millville ball. Ball will stay with Vineland. Ridley with a shot just off the mark. Be a Millville goalie kick. Vineland maintain possession here. Garton with the throw-in upcoming. About 15 minutes and change to go here. Ball shot towards the net. Nice save by the Thunderbolt goalkeeper. Jonathan Ridley, both players tripped up, whistle blows. Be a free kick here for Vineland. Ball sent towards the keeper. Nice save there for Millville. Millville goalie kick sent to the outside, missed by the Millville player. Final throw in here. Poked away by Millville. Varsity. Campo couldn't track it down, but he'll get the throw in here nonetheless. Garton will take the throw in here for Vineland as we inch closer to the end of this first half, still scoreless. Vineland's had a couple of opportunities here. They've put the ball on the net, just some big saves for Millville. Ball's cleared past midfield. And Bernhardt will send it right back. Jacob Brown. Perez plays it into the middle of the field. Varsity there for backup. Varsity cuts, fires it, and couldn't be controlled. And goes out of bounds. Finally, we'll make some substitutions here late in this first half. Ball off Jacob Brown's foot. So it'll be a Millville throw-in. Millville with more substitutions here. So we're at about 8.5 minutes and counting left here in this first half. Return by Millville. It's Albertson Gonzalez. Number 10 as this one's fired, and Rich Pepe handles it with ease. We approach about 6.5 minutes to go here. Nice tackle by Ernie Bernhardt. And good sportsmanship there by Albertson Gonzalez as he helps him up off the ground. Barufi plays it in space. Myrie Jr. unable to finish as he's battling for it in the corner. Falls to the ground, a whistle blows. It'll stay with Vineland. Opportunity here for Vineland. They play on the ground, a little miscommunication there. Not sure what the overall plan was. Garton with it. Ocampo. And Jacob Brown going to play it on the ground there. Alan Perez. Back to Chase Bermudez. And they'll play back to the keeper and try to reset this whole operation. And a whistle. Bermudez plays it in the air. It's hit out of bounds. It'll stay with Vineland as we're under 3.5 to go here in the first half. Throw in towards the net. And what a save by the keeper. Alan Perez plays it in space. Ball had some good curve on it. Right idea. Just unlucky. And that'll be Millville ball. Under 2.5 to go here in the first half. Shot goes wide of the net. So we're in the final 90 seconds now. Of this opening half. Bernhardt pokes it away, plays it on the ground. Nice open space pass to Gabe Garton. Slide tackle cleanly. I believe Tommy Greco of the Thunderbolts. And that's a tough call. That one goes wide. Be a goalie kick for Vineland here in the final seconds. And the horn sounds. And that will be it for the first half. A scoreless first half, but competitive nonetheless. We'll take a quick break here at the half, and we'll be back for second half action. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Boys of Varsity Soccer on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel.
residue. Every day I'm hustling. What else is a thug to do when you eat cheese from the government? Gotta provide for my daughter and them. Get the f up on my way. Got that drum and I got them bands just like a parade. Drop that work up in the bushes. Hope them boys don't see my stash. If they do, tell the truth. This the last time you might see my from the gardens where the grass ain't cut. Them serpents lurking blood. Selling, but it's all good. Broken promises, still you're watching. Tell you what time it is. Take your chase and tell you to kick it where the flock is. In the streets with a under my dungarees. Dreams of me getting shaded under a money tree.
Holly Berry or Holly Blue. Think it wasn't, tell me what you do. Everybody don't respect the shoe, but the one in front of the gun lives forever.
And now they're rushing all day this away. Luke and Nelson, Alley
And welcome back, everybody. Second half about to get underway here momentarily from historic Gittone Stadium. As we are scoreless 0-0 after one half of play between your Fighting Clan and the visiting Millville Thunderbolts in varsity soccer action here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. Vineland wrapping up their halftime huddle. We'll play it back, and we're underway for second half action. Bermudez with it. Tries to switch the field, but too many people clustered around one another. Millville with an opportunity here. And a whistle blows. Vineland ball. It's in the air. Bermudez plays it right onto the foot of a Millville player, and Jacob Brown now has it. Flicks it to Ernie Bernhardt, plays it back into the box, and it's going to go wide and out of bounds. defense from Millville. Vineland applying pressure still, and Millville now have it clear and send it the other way. Vineland has to get back. Throw in here. And a nice save by Rich Pepe. Pepe sends it. Garten plays it in space. Jackson Rivera, nice deflection off the shin of an oncoming Millville player. And a corner kick here for Vineland. Big moment in this game. Ball sent in the air. Over the heads. And out of bounds.
How bad do you want it? Let's go! Step two.
In the air. Lots of commotion and it's cleared. Barufi. It's in space. Sends it back in towards the box. Bermudez with a shot and scores! Chase Bermudez says, "Are you not entertained?" and puts the Fighting Clan up 1-0. Chase Bermudez with a screamer. Just shy of the 10-minute mark here in the second half, and your Fighting Clan with a 1-0 lead over Millville. play. Finally with a little momentum now moving. Ball's played in the box, up in the air, and a whistle blows. It'll be a Millville throw in here. Garton battling for it, kind of lost it there, and Jacob Brown there to clear things out for the Fighting Clan. Throw in here from Jacob Brown towards the box. Goes out of bounds. And we'll take a look back at Chase Bermudez, who put Vineland up 1-0 with an absolute beauty of a goal earlier in this half. Chase got the ball right on his foot, cashed in the back of the net here in this rivalry matchup at Gittone Stadium. Vineland unable to cash in there as Jonathan Ridley slow to get up. That one goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Vineland. Bernhardt plays it out wide to Jacob Brown. And a whistle will stay with Vineland. Great save for Millville as that one almost gave Vineland a 2-0 lead. As we approach the halfway point, sooner rather than later here in regulation. Substitutions here for both teams. Ball's in the air. And a good deflection there. Bernhardt clears it. Steps in, plays it in space. And a nice ball, but it's going to go out of bounds. Anthony Koskabas can't catch up to it in time. Millville throw-in falls short. And Luke Barufi gets rocked, and Morion Ruiz Catches a yellow card for it, and Bernhardt will take the free kick. Bernhardt ready after the whistle. Sends this one into the box and just tipped away. Bernhardt almost had a goal on the kick. Triple sub here for Vineland. Dual sub for Millville. And Millville with a breakaway, cash in, and tie this game up at 1. Riley Andrews had 2 men on him. Still found a way to break loose, get a shot off. And Pepe wasn't ready for it. So 19:29 to go in regulation. We're all tied up at 1. Whistle sounds, and we're all even. Brand new ball game with less than half of game time remaining in regulation. Reminder after this, you'll see the varsity girls team for your Fighting Clan taking on the visiting Millville Thunderbolts, and we'll be on the call for it. There'll be a new broadcast on the YouTube channel, so be sure to tune into that once that game is set to go live. So we take a look at the brilliant run out and finish by Riley Andrews to tie this ball game up at 1. found the right angle on that from the other side of the field. And Vineland gonna get another opportunity here to try to retake the lead. Bernhardt and Garton talk things over. We'll see where Garton can play this and hopefully give Vineland the lead. Ball's in the air and just wide. Millville will make a substitution here. Garton right into the hands of the keeper. Millville play it through. Anthony Roman shielding the ball, goes out of bounds. In the air and out of bounds. Whistle sounds. We have 13 minutes and 14 seconds of regulation remaining in this ball game. Reminder, the girls' varsity game will be on a new stream, so when this game ends, just refresh your YouTube a couple of times and you'll be all set for the girls' varsity match tonight against Millville. We've still got a lot of game left in this one as we're tied up 1-1 late in this second half. Garton flicks it backwards, shot just off the hands and goes wide, but Vineland will have a corner kick. Luke Barufi will take the kick. And a big spot here for the Fighting Clan. Barufi sends it. And it's cleared by Millville. Ocampo tries to track it down. Flicks it backwards and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Millville ball. Some words exchanged. Garton with a kick here. Sends it towards the box. A deflection. And off the foot in the reverse direction from Jonathan Ridley. But Vineland will get a throw in here. They'll make some substitutions. As we approach 11 minutes and counting here in regulation, all tied up at 1. Chase Bermudez with the goal for Vineland. Riley Andrews the goal for Millville. Ernie Bernhardt will take the throw in. Myrie Jr. And a whistle going Millville's way. Sent deep off the head of Anthony Roman. Bermudez to Barufi, who plays it back into space and nobody's there. Keeper kicks it back to midfield, crosses the midfield line. Alan Perez gets it deflected by the Millville defender. Bermudez battling for it. Being held, but no whistle. It's going Millville's way. Diving save for Millville. As we approach 8.5 minutes and counting of regulation remaining in this match. Millville played in space. Pepe tried to clear it, but it got deflected, and Millville there almost had a massive swing, but finally able to clear it. Be a goal kick here for Vineland. As we approach just 6 minutes remaining in regulation, who's going to come up clutch for the Fighting Clan? Barufi plays it back to Bernhardt. Bernhardt plays it into space. Be a throw in here. Couple substitutions here for Vineland. We're under 5 minutes of regulation remaining. in space. Another great save for Millville. Under 3 minutes to go here in regulation. Millville with a free kick. Barufi settles it at midfield in a battle for the ball between Riley Andrews and Myrie Jr. Bernhardt now with time. Plays it on the ground over to Jacob Brown in space. Brown sends it deep, and it's kicked out of bounds by Millville, so Vineland will get a throw in here. Under 2 minutes to go here in regulation. And Ocampo took a little too much time to get that shot off, and Millville come up with another save. Ball in space, a run down for it, and goes out of bounds. Be a goal kick here for Millville. We approach 30 seconds remaining here in regulation. Garton floats it in the air. Myrie Jr. Ball played towards the corner. Finally going to have one opportunity here as the clock continues to run. Corner kick, ball in the air. No one there for backup. Millville clear it, one last shot. Out of bounds. And regulation comes to a close. We will head to overtime for the third game in 4 for Vineland this season. We'll take a quick break, gear up for the first of 2 10-minute halves here in the overtime period. All tied up at 1 apiece. Chase Bermudez with the goal for Vineland. Riley Andrews the goal for Millville. We get set for another overtime showdown here in the rivalry between Vineland and Millville. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Boys Varsity Soccer on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. And welcome back, everybody. Kyle Bennett here on the call with you for your Fighting Clan Boys Varsity Soccer Showdown here at Gittone Stadium, the first part of our doubleheader action this evening on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. After this overtime game, we will have the girls varsity team showing off their skills in a matchup with the visiting Thunderbolts. But right now we have overtime to settle with the boys, all tied up at 1 apiece. Overtime goes a little something like this. 2 10-minute overtime periods. Nobody scores. In the first overtime, we continue playing. But if somebody does score in either period, whether it be the first or the second, it is golden goal. If we get a goal here in overtime, that's it. But if this first 10-minute period goes scoreless, we'll play a second to try to determine a winner. 2 10-minute periods, golden goal, tied up 1 apiece. Vineland, Millville, Gittone Stadium. What could be better than this? Whistle sounds, and overtime is underway. Ball goes all the way to the corner, and it's Vineland possession. Vineland had a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Chase Bermudez. So that throw-in's in the air. Back in the air. Jacob Brown clears it. And Rich Pepe there to corral things. Later on in that second half, Riley Andrews had a 2-on-1 defender versus attacker, and the attackman finished to tie things up at 1. Bernhardt clears it from the aforementioned Riley Andrews. Whistle sounds. Should be Vineland ball, and Myrie Jr. a little slow to get up. Luis Tony Gonzalez. Will take the free kick here. Great kick there from Gonzalez. Good touch, Myrie Jr. Flicks it away from the goalie, but it'll go out of bounds and over the wall. It'll be a goalie kick for Millville. Whistle sounds. Should be Vineland ball here. Bernhardt and Garton talk things over. Garton takes the kick, goes into the box. In the air. Flushed out by the goaltender. Myrie Jr. trying to keep it in play. A rundown for the ball, and it's going to roll out of bounds, but stay with the Fighting Clan. As we tick under 6 minutes left here in this first overtime half. It's cleared all the way back. Bernhardt going to track it down. Bernhardt sends it. Rufy plays it back. Bernhardt has to track it down. He's got one man to clear it from. That one's going into the stands, and someone's got a souvenir for the time being. Be a Millville throw-in. Just over 5 minutes to go, so we're almost about halfway through the first overtime period here. Short throw-in. Good step by Myrie Jr. Barufi plays it in space. And offsides is called. I don't know about that one. Millville send it. Rich Pepe comes up with it. As we approach just 4 minutes to go here in the first overtime period. Still tied up at 1. Myrie Jr. with an opportunity. He's got one man to beat, and it's the keeper. And the keeper scoops it up. Great awareness there by Millville's goalie. Bernhardt there as the sweeper. Garton to Myrie Jr. and doesn't get enough of a touch on it, but Vineland play it back to Jacob Brown. Takes a step, sends it, Barufi with it, and it gets by Barufi. Millville now taking it their way. Millville volleying it back, and Pepe tracks it down. Under 3 minutes to go here in this first overtime. Garton plays it on his head to Myrie Jr., who taps it to Jackson Rivera. Rivera plays it to Garton, who's got 2 men on him. Garton, good defense there. Vineland have a chance. More good defense from the Thunderbolts. Just over 2 minutes to go. Jacob Brown going to take the throw in. 2 minutes to go in this first overtime. Brown surveys the field, gets the throw in into the box. Ocampo tried to play it back, but unlucky touch, and now it's going the other way. Bernhardt tracking it down. Play it back to Pepe. Bernhardt on the ground. They try to play it into space. Millville come up with it. So we've got about 60 seconds. Here in this first overtime. Ball in the box. What a perfect save from Rich Pepe. Pepe plays it out. Kevin Ocampo gets it knocked away, but Vineland get the throw in as we have 10 seconds to go. Jacob Brown throws it in. Garton off his foot. Bernhardt can't find anyone. And that will do it for the first overtime period. We remain scoreless. Your score is still 1-1. So we go to a second overtime. We'll take a quick break, but on the other side, we'll have the second overtime, and we'll have a full slate of game action going on at Vineland High School this week to tease for you and get prepared for. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Boys Varsity Soccer on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. Welcome back, everybody. It's a beautiful evening here at historic Gittone Stadium as we get set for overtime period number 2 for your boys varsity soccer team. As the Fighting Clan are all tied up at 1 apiece with the visiting Millville Thunderbolts. Chase Bermudez scored the first goal of the game for Vineland, and then Riley Andrews from Millville tied things up at 1 apiece. The first overtime went scoreless. So for a second consecutive broadcast, your Fighting Clan in double overtime on VPS Broadcasting. Vineland play back to Bernhardt. Jacob Brown with some space, but a man on. Playing it down the wing, and clean takeaway from Millville. But Rufy misses the slide tackle. Bernhardt clears it out. Barufi with a flick. Still carrying, but poked away by Millville. Good step two, but nobody there for Vineland, so Millville had it, but it'll be a Vineland throw-in. Another Vineland throw-in. Jacob Brown gets his team set. A quality throw-in from the junior. And it's going to be Vineland ball and a free kick. Prime opportunity here for the Fighting Clan to come away victorious. Gabe Garton will take the kick. Sends it into the box on a hopper. And it goes out of bounds. Be a Vineland corner kick. Luke Barufi will take it. Nothing doing. And it's a Millville kick. Ball in the air. Myrie Jr. Ball up in the air again. Barufi plays it back to Jacob Brown. Plays it back to Ernie Bernhardt. Kicks it back to Rich Pepe. And Vineland will reset. Tony Gonzalez airs it deep, but just off the mark. Kevin Ocampo unable to track it down. Offside's called, and Vineland will get a free kick here. Pepe sends it. Just off the mark, but it'll be a Vineland throw-in. As we inch closer to the halfway mark of this second overtime, tied up at 1 apiece. Played into space, but keeper is there. Pepe plays it out. Millville played in space. Across. Jacob Brown. Pepe there to scoop it up. So we're under halfway. Vineland trying to come up with something and walk away victorious. Ball in space. Keeper picks it up. And a whistle. Stay with Vineland. Garten will take the kick. Garten on a skip. Barufi flicks it. Jacob Brown with time. Cut back and across. Myrie Jr. Still with it. Dribbling, tripped up, no call. And Millville clear it. As we approach under 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Bernhardt plays it in space. Myrie Jr. tracking. Good cut. And Myrie Jr. is down. It's a Vineland throw-in. Jacob Brown with the throw-in into the box. And a shot! No good for Luis Tony Gonzalez. Bernhardt. Nice tackle by Gonzalez, and Ocampo sends it to Garten. Under 90 seconds to go. Still tied up at 1. Throw in from Vineland. Bernhardt gets it out of harm's way. Under a minute to go. Brown with the throw in. Ocampo plays it to Garten. Garten puts it in space. And it's Vineland ball. Under 40 seconds. Time is ticking. Vineland with a ton of miscommunication here. sent on the ground. Myrie Jr. Tackled, no whistle. And the horn sounds. And after full regulation and 2 overtime halves, this game will come to a close with a 1-1 draw between Vineland and Millville. A hard-fought battle, competitive game across the board. Nonetheless, this game will end in a draw. Big thank you to Doug Diola and our entire production team for making this part of our doubleheader broadcast happen. They'll also make our girls varsity matchup happen as well, coming up very shortly. So don't miss out on that one. A new broadcast stream will be made for that game, so be sure to click over to that one in just a few minutes once the girls get all warmed up and ready to go. Once again, your final score 1-1 after 2 overtime periods. The second such result for your Fighting Clan this season, their 3rd overtime of the year. Second such on a broadcast, that is. We'll be back for girls varsity soccer right here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel, but we'll take a quick break and we'll be back on a new broadcast feed, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the nightcap as varsity girls soccer coming up here on VPS Broadcasting.